Well, well, well. It looks like I was right all along. People used to call me crazy, say I was fresh out of the loony bin for one of my takes, but now the shoe's on the other foot. Just like Isaac Newton when he was ridiculed for proposing gravity, I too was vilified and called stupid because of my take about AI overtaking YouTuber personalities in a pretty short period of time. Allow me to explain. AI technology is evolving faster than I think anyone could have possibly predicted, and I speculated that it wouldn't be long before it starts to encroach upon creative spaces like influencer, YouTuber, creator type shit. And people said that that wouldn't happen for a long time, if ever, because you can't replicate a personality. No one wants to watch an AI try and be entertaining. And I said, listen here, Buster, you're wrong. Not wrong about the fact that no one wants to watch, Plankton's wife, a computer, try and make jokes, but wrong about the fact that it won't be able to replicate a personality. It's already been able to do that to a certain extent, even while it's still so new in this program. Eventually down the line, people wouldn't be able to tell if the content was a real person, organic flush and cringe, or machine behind the content. And we're just now starting to see that happen with a 15 million subscriber channel called Kwebbelkop. A name a lot of you might know if you were ever like 6 years old on YouTube because his channel was massive for a long time. And then he did a hard pivot into AI. He wanted everything to be AI, and now he's completely digitized himself. He's jacked Kwebbelkop into the cyberspace, and now all he does is AI-related work. And now he's just started releasing his first wave of fully AI-driven YouTube videos where he doesn't do anything at all. It's all AI behind the wheel. Do you remember about probably like 6 or 8 months ago now, we were talking about Kwebbelkop, this YouTuber, Kwebbelkop. He was once a massive, massive, massive channel pumping out tons of like Let's Play videos for Minecraft, GTA, and all of that. And then he made a hard pivot into AI. Just going full cannonball into the deep end of the pool of AI. In particular, AI-generated content. So he made a separate channel for a VTuber called Blue or something like that. I think it was Blue. And it was kind of an experiment. That's when he was just first getting a little wet with it. So he had the water wingies on. It was a VTuber, but they still made the content. There was still someone behind it. But he wanted to go even harder. What he envisioned for a perfect world was all AI-generated content. And I said, we're probably not far off from that being a reality. And you guys called me crazy. You said, Charles, go back to your padded cell. You're speaking nonsense. You're speaking gobbledygook. Like, that doesn't make any sense. And now, 2 days ago, he's released his first AI video. All of the money he invested into it, all of the money that he's used on the startup, he is now putting into full effect. I think he owns like 20 channels as well. And he wants to make all of them basically AI-centric. So that way it's all made by AI, so it's as minimal as possible for maximum content. The views aren't big or anything, but you have to remember, this probably didn't even have him in the same room. Someone had to have played Minecraft, sure, but here,
Today, I am stuck.
He is
on
not
one
here.
block.
This is
Can
all
we survive?
AI.
Watch until the end to find out. Oh my god, guys, it says break the block below you, but I can't lie. I'm kind of scared because I'm not sure.
So everything that's being said here, the VTuber avatar, the fucking Bitmoji of him, and all of the dialogue and everything is AI. So he never even had to record. They just needed some kind of gameplay. At least for now. Eventually they'll probably be able to just have the AI do some rudimentary gameplay. And he can just pump these things out endlessly across like 20 channels. And his Twitter as well. You might have seen Kwebbelkop replying to a bunch of tweets recently. His Twitter is run entirely by AI. I think. I don't think he has any human input left on it. He even stated that this Twitter will be AI from now on. So I'm pretty sure it's all AI. I'm not positive. But I do know he was experimenting with that. Yeah, the description of his Twitter is AI influencer / VTuber. Yeah, all of his tweets still seem like they're ruled by AI. So his most recent one is, please be nice to Kwebbelkop AI. AI might rule our planet one day. Everything you say could be used against you. If you thought Kwebbelkop AI was cool, wait till you see what's next. The reason's pretty obvious. It's because it's extremely cheap, it's extremely easy once you have it all set up. All he needs to do is just have some gameplay, and then he can just have his AI VTuber do the rest. And he can do that for all of the 20 channels he has. No one wants to watch that shit. No, you're right. Everyone hates it. Nobody likes it. But it will come to a point where you won't know it's AI generated. Right now, it's very clear, and he's heavily letting people know that it's all AI. But there will come a point where you won't know that what you're watching is AI. Especially not a child. No kid's gonna know that. Isn't bot content already against YouTube TOS? I don't know if it's against their terms, but this isn't new. Bot content's been around as long as Finger Family, so at least 8 years. This isn't a new phenomenon. What's new is the fact that AI can start replacing YouTubers entirely. Scary shit. It is. There is not a single good argument you could make for having AI replacing YouTubers or anything like that. The literal only motivating factor is easy money. You would then no longer have to do anything. That is the only reason. There is not a single argument Kwebbelkop can make that is anything other than it's free money. I want to go over some of his tweets here because this is something he's extremely proud of and thinks is a good thing, which I don't understand the delusion of. There is nothing good about replacing people with AI across the board. There isn't. There's not a single argument that can be made that what Kwebbelkop is doing is good. It's only good for him because he can make a lot of money off of it without ever doing anything at all, besides just being the one who owns the program. So here's one of his tweets about the AI video, just to give you a little insight. He didn't lift a finger, something that he proudly proclaims here. It is fully completed work without him ever actually being present for it. And he's going to make money off of it. It's of course not as successful as the videos where he actually does appear, but if he can just crank 20 of these puppies out every day, it's going to add up and probably end up being more lucrative and significantly less work, obviously, than if it was him behind the camera. Even just speaking about this just made my lights flicker because it's such a fucking evil dystopian concept to have all of humanity replaced by AI counterparts that replicate their personality. And it's something that he seems very excited about for some reason, and I just don't get it. Now, him being the saint that he is actually wants to give this to everybody for the price of $100 per month, a $100 subscription plan, in order to make unlimited shorts and unlimited long-form content text-to-viral video. So he wants to give you the keys to the kingdom here, where you too can make completely uninspired, generic, formulaic AI content in order to try and gamify and maximize your gains online. Where you just type in a viral video prompt and it will create everything without you doing anything. I don't know why he thinks this is something to be happy about. Again, this is purely just profit-driven greed. There is nothing good that can come from AI-produced content. It's not going to be good content or anything. All it will ever be is just deceptive bloat on platforms. But he's looking to try and really maximize this and pump out as much as possible and allow other people to pump out as much as possible as long as they're paying him for it. Like I said on stream, I'm pretty sure his Twitter is fully AI run by like ChatGPT or something like that for his posts, but let's assume for a second, suspend disbelief, and assume that that first tweet is actually from the real Kwebbelkop, the one that was born into this world into a human body. I can't believe how distorted and delusional he's become. I love how so many people immediately shoot down the idea of AI influencers before even giving it a chance. What exactly is the problem here? Why are people so against it? Would love to better understand things. I can easily explain that to you. Because there's no real soul behind AI content, and it's only ever going to be deceptive into making people believe that it's a real person there. When it's mimicking a personality, it's not having a personality. The content will never be good content. It is just cheap content whose sole reason for existence is because it'll make it easier than actually making shit. Just have the AI do it all for you. That's not a good thing. That's not something we should be happy about. So someone replied saying, it's just human connection, to be honest. No one really cares about AI. We like people for personalities and natural story. AI ain't natural. I'm not saying it won't work, but I ain't gonna say to my friends my favorite YouTuber is Kwebbelkop AI, but good luck. And then he responds saying, and what if you didn't know that the content was created by AI? If you don't mind me asking, who's your favorite influencer right now? I'm certain that it can be AI generated and you'd still care about the content. You're immediately highlighting a problem here, and I can't believe that he doesn't recognize this. What if you didn't know that the content was created by AI? That's called misleading people, and that's shitty. You're lying to them by pretending that it's a real person behind it. The content will never be the same. You can mimic a personality to a certain extent, I guess, but it's still going to be worse for it. There's nothing good about that. What benefit is there to having an AI pretend to be a person? There isn't. It's just for the sake of being easier than actually making the shit with the person. You could have the AI do it in a matter of minutes, as opposed to having someone sit down, edit it, be entertaining and whatever. It's just for the sake of making money. There's nothing good about it. But that's not how Quebblecop sees it. To him, this is his paradise. So he talks about how it's been a challenging journey and he's excited for it, believing that 99.9% of influencers will be AI generated within the next 10 years. What really sucks is I think he's probably right. I believe a lot of big channels like his aren't really making content because they enjoy doing it. It's because it is a paycheck. It's a job. And anything that can make that job easier or even more lucrative, I think a lot of people will jump on. And Quebblecop's making a use case right now where even if the views are low, the fact that he doesn't have to lift a finger to make the content and can make a ton of it is probably worth it to a lot of other channels as well, because they'll still be making money off it while doing none of the work at all. And it's the sad reality of what could come down the line with AI here. And it's not just YouTubers and shit that AI could take the jobs of in the creative space. It's pretty much everything. But this is one that a lot of people thought I was very wrong on, thinking that it would be a safe, bastion of creative expression and freedom, and it wouldn't be threatened with AI, when I always thought that it probably would, and it seems like it will, should this continue to just get better and more sophisticated, which sucks. And I just wanted to talk about it a little bit. That's it. See ya.